I salute you. Join me on stage tonight to do a song called Salute. All the way from the United States of America is my sister, my own blood sister,
Oh Lord, God the hell, at your salute. Joe saluto, Lord, Adi hell, at your way saluto. Oh Lord, Adi hell, at your way saluto. Ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to this special live show. Today is Sunday, and of course, 20th of January 2019, a very symbolic day for our leaders in the detention facility, the kangaroo and crazy detention facility in Yaoundé, Konengi. Of course, it's just a day, and the Abuja Federal High Court will be hearing a submission or submissions from the federal government. Of course, the federal government has the daunting task to prove to the court and the world that they had the right to send Seseko Ayoktabe Julius to illegally arrest them or kidnap them, and then again in the process of a total illegality of the law, they extradited them to a country where they, of course, would be killed if they are given the chance. And we are very happy that their lawyers are taking up this very particular thing in various fronts. So we have spoken with a couple of the lawyers in Yaoundé and those in Abuja, and I have had confirmation. We'll be publishing that news soon, that five lawyers from Southern Cameroon are already in Abuja as I speak. I spoke with a couple of them. We also spoke with some lawyers, so we think it's a very symbolic day. Now, we want to thank all of you for joining, and just to let you know that because it's a special day for our leaders, and we are going to be having them come to court tomorrow, and of course not in court tomorrow as though they are going to be present, like their matter is coming to court at the Abuja High Court tomorrow. We are going to, of course, play in the listening and dancing pleasure of His Excellency Seseko Ayoktabe Julius, who will play his famous coronation song when he was coronated at Seseko in his native village of Ewele in Manu Division or Manu County in the southern zone of the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Now we'll listen to, just for a few minutes, this beautiful piece from Bateniko from Kimbong. Of course, he's singing about Seseko Ayoktabe Julius for just 2 minutes, and we'll come back. As we join you, share extensively. Let's have everybody on board.
Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria. Yeah. I already have many. I joke.
That definitely is a very strong one from His Excellency Siseko Ayok Chabe Julius. I always like to end the music where he says, "E!" because that is the man that makes Yaoundé to panic. And that is the man who has put our revolution in the limelight of undoubtable popularity. And, when it comes to the essential responsibility that our people as Southern Cameroonians have taken upon themselves, there is nobody who can deny the very inevitable and formidable role that His Excellency Siseko Ayok Chabe Julius has played in this revolution. Of course, some of us in the past months, we have been talking about his leadership and about how powerful this gentleman is. And of course, only a few days ago, Dr. Fontaine Neba confirmed that when he said that they started the revolution. Because I will always tell people that this revolution is not a matter of 30 years, 50 years, or 60 years ago. Although we have had substantial arguments and street awareness in the last couple of years since we were illegally merged with la République du Cameroon, but this revolution called the Coffin Revolution, in any revolution or any independence movement, there is always an era where you will have to name that revolution. You see America, tomorrow America is celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Day, which of course is a public holiday that falls every third Monday of the month of January. And so, in Southern Cameroons, we have had a lot of people have been there. Freedom fighters have been there before Martin Luther King, but, based on the impact that you create at a particular time, we would have people, that will name an incident after you. And so this is not to say that other frontline leaders or other revolutionary think tanks are not important, or they didn't contribute their quarters in the awareness and the reawakening of Southern Cameroonians. We are simply trying to say that we have to give to Caesar what is Caesar's and what to God what is God's. So, you know, you have the Molanjo Litumbe, the Ambassador Forson, and all the other people from Godindinka and the rest of the people. They have done tremendously well, and they are not bothered about getting credit. Now we have another era, which is called the Coffin Revolution. And the Coffin Revolution, of course, as you are aware, is started with Barrister Agbon Kumubala, Dr. Fontaine Niba. You have Barrister Inyame, Pat Tassan Wilfred, and then we, of course, with Manchum, BBC, and the Penn Terrence, and the rest of the people who are now in jail, the real leaders of this revolution, of course, they're in jail. All of you know them. All of us, we are just messengers and relay race runners. We are actually in the relay because they have just given us the stick that, okay, now we stop here, you continue. So it is not our revolution. It's the revolution of the people of Southern Cameroon. And so we have to understand this particular fact. A lot of people will think sometimes Eric Tato plays that particular Siseko music because it is he's a man. No, I have said this severally, that if any other person were to be a leader, and based on my belief and aspirations, and based on the aspirations of the people of Southern Cameroon, I will continuously remain very loyal to the leadership in place. Of course, Dr. Samuel Ekomesako is not a man. He's a backward man, but I support here the interim government that he leads because it's the right thing, the righteous thing for any Southern Cameroonians to do. Honorable Joseph Wiba is not a man. He's a man from Bui, from Jakiri precisely, from the northern zone. But I support all his initiatives because he's a man that has stood the test of time. He's one of the most vital vessels when it comes to our revolution. That is why we have published stories building up to the launching of his book in the UK. You remember that this platform is one of the first platforms to have, talked several times and a lot about Honorable Wiba. And of course, the gentleman did not disappoint. He actually, just like Mola Mboa Louis reported, together with Fomban Jodone from UK, they reported on the incident how everybody saw that after Siseko Ayoktabe Julius, the next person that have pulled such a very gigantic crowd, a thunderous crowd, is Honorable Joseph Wiba. So we seize the opportunity to salute that warrior from Bui, and we tell him that we are watching and we have listened to him, and we want other leaders to copy the examples of these very great leaders who have not indulged themselves into the vagueness of conspiracy theories. You see, for example, a lot of leaders today, or should I don't want to be very abusive, I just want to say leaders, let me put it that way, because you know that we have to understand that every phase of the revolution has its dynamics, and so we have to calm down and talk the facts. You see, every leader today is trying to preach unity, which is a very good thing, very sustainable, and very, promising for our revolution. It's a thing that this platform has preached, has cried over it many times, and we're happy that some of them are coming to the realization that it's only unity that can actually save the people of Southern Cameroon. We are glad about that particular stance of theirs. Now, the aspect about this unity thing is their, background conspiracy theory, their hypocrisy, and the absolute lack of genuinity when it comes to the real issues of unity. Take, for example, you have some of these leaders and their groupies, together with their surrogates. What do? They are preaching unity, but they are using fake profiles to be writing very terrible and derogatory things about other activists and leaders who are just watching. Take, for example, nobody is condemning any other method that has been brought up by some other leaders in the past. I want to talk strategically about the persistent nature of some of these leaders to continuously use ghost profiles and try to write about the county-by-county strategy, about this, about that, and you continuously try to tack Dr. Samuel Komesako to some fake posters and trying to cause conspiracy theories and debates, unnecessary, unwarranted debates on social media. We are watching, and we know exactly those people who are doing these things. They sit in the background. You must have seen already, one of the leaders wrote something about tribalism every time they're trying to reduce the Southern Cameroon's independence movement and our plight and concerns about the unitary fund and about a unitary form and about a fund that will move the revolution further to some lousy excuses of the fact that county by county is somehow tribalistic. Of course, I'm sure every Southern Cameroonian knows exactly what they want, and everybody knows that when they talk about the county-by-county approach, it has nothing to do with tribalism. Neither is the county-by-county approach stopping any county's self-defense group or self-defense council from adopting guerrilla warfare. It's just a very strategic plan and approach that will help in effective funding, transparency, accountability, and it's going to serve like a repellent, a kind of, it's going to repel all the bad seats that have been indulged in mass corruption and mass embezzlement of funds meant for fighters. That is why we're going by our counties, and we have not stopped any leader who has techniques in guerrilla warfare from applying it or trying to teach the self-defense groups of various counties. We are only trying to say that what is essential is an approach that is workable and that is tested, and it has proven very effective in most, if not all, the counties. Now, we only have to work to try to update it and ensure that everybody fall behind it. It is not about the fact that it is an idea from A, B, or Z. It is the fact that it is a workable strategy for the Southern Cameroon's people and Ambazonian people. Now, without said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once more for joining. I want to seize the opportunity to start talking about decentralization before we move to the Ambazonian People's National Convention that is coming up in Philadelphia, and then I'll go to other aspects of our revolution. I want to start with the aspect of the fake decentralization proposed by Paul Biya. Now, some people want to assume that these are things I should say privately, but no. I'm just going to stress the military because why I will say this, the real strategy will be in the background. Now, I will make very strong declarations, and I want you to quote me anywhere on that. I want to take the responsibility for anything I say, because as you are aware, we are at war, and you have already seen pictures of those farmers from Kukembomo. You know, a lot of people posted it, they did not know where that happened. That happened in Kukembomo, where they killed some farmers who were going to their farms, and they tried to tag them as amber boys. That is the rule of the military, and that is how myopic the military has been. It's a gang of terrorists that are trained by the diaper-wearing regime or president in Yaoundé to kill our people. Now, it's short and simple. Paul Biya is trying to use the decentralization strategy to please the international community. And they have already announced, as you have heard on the news, municipal, that is for councils. They have announced regional elections and legislative elections and all of those things. Now, this is the joker. And I want anybody who is listening to call somebody home and tell them this information. What I'm going to say, La Republique does not have the military might, and it is not going to disturb or distort everything we have spoken about in the background, and we think that it's about time we brought it out here. Now, for everybody, last time we talked about project by project, and we specified some of the projects, including offices of principals. Some people said that those principals' offices are built with PTA money. We don't care what they use in building those offices. What we care is the fact that it's working for the advantage of the president of La République du Cameroun against our people. So I am very pleased about the project that the Mbengui people have exhibited. You have seen what happened in the administrative block of GTHS Mbengui. Some people call me from Yaoundé, they say, Eric Tato, you asked people to go and bend down GTHS Mbengui. I asked them that, did you hear me call the name of any school? They said no. And so why are you always trying to accuse Eric Tato? Now, let us be clear with this. That is why I have said that for anything that we say on this platform, we ensure that we follow up. So we talked last week of some strategic projects, and we are happy that the people of Momo have started in Mbengui. Everybody must be aware of this particular fact. Every Southern Cameroonian watching me at this time, my name is Eric Tato. And don't worry about what you see. We have already separated. It's just a matter of time. Now you must take this project by project in the county by county strategic plan. Each county, you have places. I have said it. I'm going to say it again. You have places like the people who went and did the job in GTHS in Benue. Congratulations. Whether it's military or it's Ambao, we thank you for executing that project. So we don't care about whatever thing they say. Somebody will say, oh, international community will say that you are burning schools and stuff like that. Those are not schools. Those are command and control centers. And we must flatten anything that gives Paul Biya the power to kill our people. Now, the next strategic project in the county by county approach, this is what is going to change the game. How can we stop this Biya's decentralization? Is stopping any electoral process that is going to bring us fake mayors and fake everything in that process to give the international community. Because see, if this thing holds, it's going to disturb us. So how do we stop it? Number one, listen to the proposals. I said on social media, all councils, when I say this, they go and protect councils. When they are councils, will burn elsewhere. I'm using the word burn. And I want the international community to quote me on this. Because we cannot have the international community stay quiet while they are killing our people. And they are using councils. They are using councils to generate funds, to buy guns, and kill our people. Now, take for example, Paul Biya signed a very funny note or decree talking about some relief material for IDPs and other refugees. Have you seen the Cameroon government giving any stuff to our refugees? No. Have you seen them doing anything? Have you seen any reconstruction anywhere? No. Go to Kembong, it's still deserted. Go to Kwakwa, go to Bolebe. Every day they are killing people. So, let us be clear with this. All councils, if you live in Manu, for example, in Lebialem, Fimasha, and the rest of you, all of you, Boyo, Boy, Kupe Maninguba, Meme, you have the job, the main job now is to burn down anything that is a council in Southern Cameroon. Put it down. Any council chambers, anywhere in Southern Cameroon should not exist from this moment. Because those are command and control centers. If they like, now if they send military, the military cannot be anywhere. There are other projects that will now tell you in the background. So when you view, we have people in the councils that will give us information when and where the military is. And we'll seize that strategic moment to move and deal with those council structures. Because we don't want any more councils in Southern Cameroon. We don't want any more councils in Southern Cameroon. Until we get independence and our president, Sissoko Ayoktabe Jilos, will decide on the structure of the decentralization of the various counties within the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. We will decide. We are not sure if we are going to call those areas councils. We have names, we will either maintain or we will decide. And we will not work on that particular strategic nonsense from the Republic of Cameroon. So every county now, you people have to fund the destruction of all council equipment across Southern Cameroon. It means that by the end of February, by the mid this year, we don't want to see any council structure existing anywhere in Southern Cameroon. You have to put it down. Anything that's a council in Southern Cameroon, put it down. Let me tell anybody that's listening. Okay, see, some people may want to contest it. Like I see my friend Idrisu who is talking about it. Bro, let me explain to you. When we burn those councils down, we are going to rebuild them. Because with this council structure still operating, Paul Biya is going to use that to talk about decentralization. But once the international community hears that we are banning all those councils, Biya, they will know that this people are not even ready for decentralization. Let me tell you something. Remember what the doyen of the ambassadors said during the New Year wishes, that they are following up to help Biya in decentralization. That's because Biya is fooling them. Biya is not stupid to have created the Ministry of Decentralization, separated it from territorial administration, and he's talking about regional elections. So the only way for us to send this very strong message is to ensure that anything that is council should be burned down. Listen, my name is Eric Tato. Quote me anywhere. Anybody who does not understand what I'm saying, you understand after we start burning down those councils. Now, that's the first approach. All councils down. Number two, all taxation offices. You have divisional tax centers, like in Manu, there is one. In Lebialem, there will only be one in each of those centers, because those offices, they work together with the councils in terms of generation. Take for example, revenue generating or generation of revenue. Now, take for example, the other day in Kumbas, I heard that council workers went and they were asking tax from people in the market. If you see any council workers ask you tax, beat them up and tell them that I asked you to do that. You're asking people tax in times of war. If any council worker, if they come and ask you tax in the market, go to their houses after they have gone to sleep, teach them a lesson. That I'm the one who said it. No Southern Cameroons or Southern Cameroonians should pay tax. Nobody in Southern Cameroon should pay tax. That is the new rule. Now, all those tax offices, they are one per a county. In Manu, it is beside Bisek. Just go there, burn it down. I'm the one who said it. Go to the BLM, do it the same. Go to anywhere, put any office that is generating money to give the government of the Republic of Cameroon, burn those offices down and tell them that Eric Tato asked you to burn them down. Listen, let me tell you something. This is war. I'm only one person. I'm one person. And if I go to jail after you have independence, you come and give me food. I will still die someday, because there are only two things that are involved in this thing that I'm talking. Either I go to jail or I die. Those are the two things. If I don't have the freedom, if I don't live free, I'll die or I'll go to jail. Whatever be the case, I will die someday. That's the point. And why I die matters a lot. Today, they are celebrating Martin Luther King Jr. Tomorrow is Monday. They'll be celebrating him, the whole of America, apart from one or two states or so who are not doing that. But let me remind you one thing. A man is based on legacy. And I want to tell you, remember me by saying that I have said I should burn down those councils, burn down taxation offices, tell the world, even the International Criminal Court of Justice, any day I go there, I will tell them the reason why. In America, they say if an area is a command control and command post for your enemy, you flatten it. And we have identified all taxation offices, councils as command and control posts. So council structures across Southern Cameroon should be burned down. Taxation offices should be burned down. All the offices of principals, school offices like they did in GTHS in Benue, burn them down, because those are command and control centers. Now, why do I say so? That I should burn those offices down? Because some military men hide there. They also keep guns and bullets there. So we have to burn them down from all the schools, all the government schools, all offices down, taxation offices down. Now, another point is the office of the Paymaster General, Finance Controller, and the Treasury, Divisional Treasury. These are other strategic offices. All these structures are not supposed to exist. You go to Manu, that one is found in what they call Finance Block. Finance Controller and others should not exist. Another thing that you have to understand, why my brother will not understand what I'm saying, my brother Idris, I want to explain to you. Now, there is nothing like decentralization. It is on paper. Take for example, before, the councils used to have their tenders board where they would, award contracts. Paul Biya came now, and normally to spoil everything as he's done in the past. What did he do? He comes and creates what they call public contracts, marché public. Now, if I want to remind you that councils do not longer give out projects as they used to give before. So there's no decentralization. Everything is in Yaoundé. It's at the presidency. Look at the worst thing. What you have not known is the fact that you who is speaking here, there is the public contract stuff that is supposed to help in decentralization. How they call it? They call the person in charge as the minister delegate at the presidency in charge of public contracts. It's a presidential something at the presidency. Now, mind you that there are some contracts that are over 50 million. The threshold cannot be awarded at the various divisions or what we call counties. They must go to the region, and some contracts are only awarded by the National Tenders Board. And so Biya has put in place only words to fool the international community. But in essence, we will not have anything like decentralization. So let us be clear with this. Burn down all councils. Everything that is a council across. Listen, all man for county, Mommy Comfort Comfort. I want you to know that. Let me even see. Mommy Comfort will have to come online on this show. If she's listening to me, I'll have to call her. Mommy Comfort, in Donga Mantung, take the lead. You should put down all the councils. All. You should put down all the councils. Anything councils. It must be put down. If you have anything council, put it down and tell them that I am the one who has instructed you to burn them down, because they facilitate the work of the occupier. Now, another thing that you have to remember that I've told you, there are these other structures. Now, I want to move to another strategic plan. Now, we would either destroy the infrastructures or the human resource. Now, this is the new message. Any person in your county that declares himself as a municipal councillor or somebody wanting to run for mayor, you know, normally you don't know them. Nobody runs for mayor. What they do is that they go by parties, and when they win the municipal elections, the 25 councillors, like in the case of Tinto Council or Manfe Council or other councils that have up to 35 councillors, like Akwaya, what do they do is that they now select the mayor within that the number of councillors. So one way for us to stop it is simple. Anybody you see whose name appears on the list of the councillors, arrest that person, release the person only after the elections. Listen to me. Listen very attentively. This is a very important part. I'm always saying, my name is Eric Tato. Any Southern Cameroonian, we have not, Seseko Ayo Kabe Julius has not declared any municipal elections in Southern Cameroon. Listen very well. Listen very well. Listen very attentively. Southern Cameroonians. And no one talk say, me no talk say, I not be one who know. Because this is a matter of life and death. Sisiku, His Excellency Sikoyokabe Julius, has not declared any municipal, regional, or legislative elections in Southern Cameroon. So if you go by what Bia is saying, you are a dead person. Dead. Dead person. Dead person. There is nothing like municipal elections in Southern Cameroon. Sisiko Ayok has not declared it. I'd warm my ear because restoration forces have been informed. They have been strictly directed. Listen, it's not only Bia who knows how to neutralize. And don't say that you are our brother, because we are we are warning you before time. We are warning you before time. So anybody, if you see any person, so any man with a diaspora, call your people them, talk for them. Me not take your person, arrest you start cancelled or arrest your person, it won't be cancelled. This one is a straight up. If we see your name or your names on any list that you are going for council or whatever elections, you'll be arrested. You'll be arrested. And instructions on Gary process will be given thereof. So, if there is anybody who is listening to me in the diaspora, this is a very strategic message. I'm doing it ahead of time. I'll still do it tomorrow. If anybody, any person, when you get a family member, when a councillor now asking for resign, when a parliamentarian now, all una parliamentarians, all una senator Anja for Manu, Tabetando, you go for parliamentarian, they have the other man for Akwaya, don't die. Egele Elias, he don't die. You remember Madame Opon Suzanne for Mojok, and then Eno Tanjong for Manfe Central and Upper Bayang. So now we have just two parliamentarians. So for any other place, tell them, if we see any man in name for list, say it go for parliamentary election, municipal or regional. Listen, carry your picking them, your family, and your house. Go for your own often maker before you declare your candidature for anything. Before you want to say, I will run for parliament or regional, please go carry up anything that belongs to you, your farm, your house, your mother, your family. So if you didn't listen to me, I beg you now, this is a serious issue. Now, issue for people that live. You say they keep there every day and will not fit. See, I did talk from my heart. I swear to God. Any person will go put in name for any list for municipal election. I mean, every time I talk. If you not say be human being, we need to beg you. If you put your name, we'll arrest you. You don't go back fine. You will not. Listen, quote me anywhere. My name is Eric Tato. This is a matter of life and death. And we will not negotiate this particular point with anybody who will be arrested. When you are arrested, we will teach you a lesson that you are working with the occupier. That is the point. That is the point. For those of you who don't know, this is an issue of life and death. So if you like, you go put your name. Once you see your name, for example, just see Eric Tato. Say he wants to go for regional councils. Okay. Where is Eric Tato from? We just do that list. They go always there. We just do investigation. We take all man for your house, take your mommy, your papa, because the talks they want to see. This one now will go for applied Bible where they say the sins of the father will be transferred to the sons. Now, so if you know We talk this thing and it's a very serious thing. If you get any man with a papa, mommy for some person, brother, uncle, or relative for any counselor, advise them for your own good. Debunk them. Tell them, say, brother, not put your name. I talk for all those counselors and for Manfe, the one that occupy Maningba anywhere. If you know yourself, do not put your name anywhere near any council list because we will arrest you. We will arrest you and tell the international community why we are arresting you. So that is the most strategic part. Any man we want put in name for anything we concern council, make it try and see something. He go know why they call me Eric Tato. Restoration forces from FACO right down to Manuel BLM. They get strict instructions for ensure, say they do exactly wait way they get for do. Now, let me be clear with this fact. We don't talk that one. Other strategic things that we'll discuss them later. I want to give you as a general warning. Me, all man know. Say there is no joke about this whole stuff. Now, I want to go for this issue for this Amazonian people Amazonian People's National Convention where they come off of Philadelphia. You know, a lot of people they be a little bit confused about what's going on. And I want to be clear with you all. You know, for me as Eric Tato, I'm a realist. And I did for all these groups that I observe, but I need to talk because my own view therefore be represented according to the people, their aspiration. I don't hear all that complain. Everybody's talking about the whole stuff, and people are doubting what's coming up and what's not going right. Now, this is my take. The IG has maintained a very suspicious silence. Nobody can deny that. The IG has not said anything. I think that when an idea comes up, it mustn't come from somebody before the idea is endorsed by other people. You know, strategically, this is my take on this particular aspect. You see, the APNC, the Ambazonian People's National Convention, to me, I have looked at it very carefully, and I want to tell you what I think. I know you trust me, you respect this platform. This is my take. Number one, you know, when a convention like this is coming up, we begin to look at the ingredients. And I am in one of the groups that they are discussing issues. I also attended one of the meetings long time, but although some weeks back, although I came to the conference call very late. Now, the only thing that is wrong, there's only one thing that is wrong with that meeting, and it is the agenda. Now, I know some of you are very concerned, and I want to urge the organizers. I have always said it, and I'll still say that I don't want to be in this platform is just there to represent Post View. I don't want to put me organizing anything. I don't want to be in charge of anything. I just want to be in charge of the Ambazonian people, talking to them in terms of what I've seen, what I've analyzed. And all of you, don't get scared. There is nothing. Those people who are coming for the conference, they are not a republic. They are Ambazonian people. Now, we want to make it very clear here. Except they have posted one somewhere that I've not seen. Then they should forgive me for that. But for now, I urge those who are doing the organizers of the conference to bring out a detailed agenda. That's to tell us that this one, we want to read the agenda here, that on this day, at this time, this is what we'll discuss, this is what we'll discuss. Because people are scared that they can go there and you go and say, oh, elections and stuff like that. So we want to know what is the agenda. Apart from that, that conference has no other issue. So I urge all of you to support the conference. I urge the interim government to come into a conference must not be organized by the government, especially when it is not organized by some of these groups that are being like antagonists or stuff like that. So we have to understand one thing. I see a lot of people getting confused, badging Milan Atam and Professor Carson Anyangwe and the other people of the scope. Professor Carson Anyangwe is an honorable man. He's not involved in all those conspiracy theories that some people are preaching. As a person, I have never spoken to him, but I know he comes from Oshe. I know his area, and I have I've done my own investigation about Professor Carson Anyangwe. He's not involved in all this politics and stuff like that. Sometimes some people of the IG are very erratic, they are very threatening, which is not the best thing. So we want to let you people know that that conference will hold. The conference will hold, and I am supporting the conference, but on the condition that a very clear-cut agenda is put out here for all of us to see. If the agenda is contrary to the aspirations of the Ambazonian people, we will all rise up to object. So we are very clear, because we cannot go to a conference when we don't know the agenda. So we will not go to a convention without an agenda. So we will now be straight to the people who are organizing it, that before we go to the conference, or the convention, let me have the agenda. Otherwise, we will talk against it. So, you know, I like to always do 4-1, and these are very strategic things. I want to talk because a lot of you have called me about it, and I wanted to make it very, very clean to all of you. There is nothing to torpedo the IG. I want to let you know one thing. Everybody who is in that conference, nobody. Look, who is the IG? You are the IG. You are the IG. Okay. Before now that I'm talking about this convention, 99% of you were against it. 99%. Only 1% of a few people they were for the conference. But I want 100% of Southern Cameroonians to be for the conference based on the fact that they're going to give us an agenda. Because if I don't have I'm going to go there, but if I don't have an agenda, I cannot go to somewhere that I don't know what they are talking there. Any conference must go to any organization, any conference that they're organizing, like the Women Wellness World Conference that's coming up in Delaware that we just organized by one of our sisters. They have if you go to the website, you see everything. You see the name of the speakers, what they'll be talking about, a brief biography of the speaker. So, want to know everything. I don't want to go to that conference and somebody that does not have ambassador at heart goes there and starts saying that, oh, this person has to make a speech. No, every speaker, everything must be known before time. So we are going to endorse it finally, and we are not trying to put the organizers under pressure, but we want to pray that by the end of this month, which is exactly like 11 days or 10 days from today, they should bring out the complete agenda. The agenda should be very clear. Put it out there. Let's know that this is what they want to discuss. So if you are going there because you want to go and overthrow a government for whatever reason, know that Eric Kato will not support it. And I want to assure you, I am not the strongest man in this revolution. I am just as normal as all of you. But they say Vox Populi, Vox Dei. The voice of the poor is the voice of God. If we do not endorse that conference, it will not hold. We, as in terms of the people of Ambazonia. So please, let us be clear with all of you organizers of that conference. Bring us the agenda clearly, the names of the speakers, and some prominent participants. Because it should not be that there are some people in the background pushing this stuff and all of those things. Because I don't have a clear-cut idea of who are the actual organizers of this convention. Because it's just there, like it's bare. So I'm imploring all of you organizers to listen to my voice and make sure that in 10 days, please, we have the agenda out. If we don't have the agenda out, then this platform will be forced to condemn the conference. So thank you very much. So all of you Ambazonians who are listening to me, I implore you to be patient, to allow the agenda to come out. But for now, we are temporarily endorsing the conference based on the motive, which is to bring the Ambazonian people together. The interim government should be on the driving seat, join these people, and everybody should talk. It must not be the fact that IG organized and before everybody should come. No, I am not an IG. I'm not an IG kind of supporter. I'm just supporting the government. So we need the agenda of the conference out. Without the agenda, in fact, we'll just put this one line: no agenda, no convention, like somebody already wrote there. So we hope to see that everybody will come out there, irrespective of whether the IG is involved in it. The IG has no choice than to, because the IG cannot sit quiet. Let me tell you something. These are things that the IG should have initiated. But if other persons have initiated, the IG has no choice than to follow. Because the people who have initiated are very neutral people that I know, except they are working as a face of the very bad people that we know. But for now, I think everything about the conference is great. And we are going to follow suit based on the agenda that they'll give to us in the next couple of weeks or so, or days. Now, I want to talk about this very important thing too, which is the match that Honorable Weber has, Professor Maurice Kamto has declared. So please, all of you Southern Cameroonians in La République du Cameroon, you must respect the ghost town that Professor Maurice Kamto has called. All activists of Southern Cameroons, anybody who is a Southern Cameroonian, please join hands with the Francophones to deal with the Republic du Cameroon. Because once this is done, we'll also have reduced pressure and everything will just be in place. A lot of things will fall in place once we put our weight behind Professor Maurice Kamto. So we approve this particular move by Professor Maurice Kamto. We support it, and the support does not mean we are liaising with La République Cameroon or with the federalists like Maurice Kamto has said before that he's not going to discuss anything about the state of Cameroon whatsoever. That is not our business. We are just there to support a move, because after that, if Maurice Kamto becomes the president, which he is, we will now sit on the table and decide on how to go our separate ways. So we must support the move for the shutdown by Professor Maurice Kamto in the days ahead. Because that is one of the biggest endeavors that if it succeeds, then we are also far gone. So we must put pressure to ensure that any Southern Cameroonian, when they say today's ghost town, don't go to the market, make sure you don't go to the market. If you're in the Republic of Cameroon, any part you have to support. During that period, things too will begin to happen. And then we also want to talk about the Numa era. We have been discussing with a few people who have indicated interest for the Numa era that are announced. But however, we are still hoping to have more people indicate their interest. But I also want to add that for everybody who's watching me at this time, if you're watching me from any part of the world, on YouTube or any other channels, you should know one thing. We are harmonizing, because we have a lot of people who are crying out for information. We are harmonizing our WhatsApp group, the National Telegraph WhatsApp group. So anybody who wants to belong to the group, if you're on Ground Zero, will know how to name it, so that once your phone is there, nobody will know whether you're on National Telegraph or not. So we have a lot of people who have sent their numbers. We're only going to say that if you send us your number, for example, you want to join the National Telegraph WhatsApp group, because that's where we supply all information and we share all links relating to our works. We urge you can send us just write your number, write to me with your number, and you say, hi Eric, this is this person from this place, so that when I save your number, we are going to have you in the group. Now the WhatsApp number is plus 237 678 68 8383 plus 237 678 688383. So that is going to help you to get all updates, to get everything that we do, because a lot of people say, oh, we don't get some of your stuff sometime. So we want to ensure that all of these things are for free. And also to let you know one thing before I go, which is very strategic. And do not forget, for those who have just joined now, you can watch this video at the beginning. There are particular instructions on what some people on Ground Zero should do. I will now want to talk about the people of Ndonga Manton. Let me see if Mommy Comfort is available online. I should have notified her. The people of Ndonga Manton. Oh, I almost forgot something very important about finances. One of our brothers, Brother Emmanuel sent us yesterday. Let me see what's going on. Brother Emmanuel sent us some money that we have disbursed. So I want to just announce this is an opportunity to thank you, Brother Emmanuel, and acknowledge receipt of $1,500 from Brother Emmanuel. He sent to me through Bank of America yesterday, $1,500. Brother Emmanuel, thank you so much. And he gave specific instructions on how to distribute the money. He said I should give $500 to Fako County, which I have done that yesterday with Joshua Carr, Fombant, and one of our other brothers here in the United States. I immediately disbursed that. He also said $500 should go to Lebialem County. I've already informed Reverend Christentia Asong. I'm going to be doing that transfer right away. And then $500 to Manu County. So, Brother Emma, thank you so much. God bless you. And we are grateful that you actually took your time, so we are happy, Brother Emmanuel. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just getting indications that the BLM has already acknowledged. So I've already told Manu I'm going to do that transfer to Emmanuel Oben. And God bless you so much, Brother Emmanuel. I also want to let the people of Southern Cameroon know that while we were running up our cash app with the Seseko Fund, last time the balance that was left on our cash app that we showed was $2,514. But one of our sisters, Sister Florence, through Papa Joe, sent an additional $50. So the money moved up to $2,564. I've already informed the coordinator for DMV. As at last week, I could not do any cash app transfer because I transferred a lot. So today I'm going to immediately transfer because it's Sunday to Sunday. So I'll immediately transfer the balance that is left on my cash app of $2,564. Like you can see here, this phone is broken, but that's it there. So we're going to do that transfer, and it's going to go straight to the DMV for the wives of the leaders. So that is my WhatsApp number, plus 237-678-688383. Thank you so much, Scott. So anybody who wants to ensure that you be in our WhatsApp group, because that's what we're going to be sharing every details. National Telegraph, as you are aware, we have decided to ensure that we bring you all the little details that is happening in any part of the world with our very crack team of reporters. So we have our official website on the www.nationaltelegraph.net. That's where you can read anything from us, www.nationaltelegraph.net. You can also go through our National Telegraph Facebook page, on our Twitter page. You can also go through our YouTube page. Everything there is National Telegraph. And so we'll get you in our WhatsApp to ensure that you get every little news and you ensure that everything that we write out there, you get it and you get informed about a lot of the things that we're going to be discussing. Well, some people are right. I see some people talking about accountability. You are very right, my brothers, that transparency is probably not accountability to an extent, and I'll be holding the ladies to account. They have started briefing me on how they would do their spending. I'm going to have the details and give to you. My own job is to show you whatever thing I receive and how it goes to the people who are supposed to receive it, and ensure that no dollar is taken out from what I receive. That is why I show you, to be transparent for what they spend. If they spend anything contrary to the defined motives at the time of the fundraising or raiser, then we are going to ensure that we bring them to book. So that is my job, and thank you for reminding me. We'll ask them to to ensure that everybody out here gets exactly the right report on what they're supposed to get. We cannot go without talking to so if you want to be added, please, you can give me a missed call after this. I'll add everybody on the National Telegraph group. There are some people that might be added for the second time in other groups, because I'm going to redo our WhatsApp, and that's going to be perfect for everybody. So the WhatsApp number is +237 678 688383, +237 678 +237 678 8383. So when you get to us, we're going to ensure that we have everything that will be going out there for you. You can also call us on our direct contact on +1 202 390 2247, +1 202 390 2247. This is to ensure that everybody has access to us. Well, let us now see if we can bring Mommy Comfort Comfort, and please, those who want to call, you can call us later after this live show. We'll see if Mommy Comfort Comfort is ready. Let me try to get to her. Let's talk about the Donga Mountain County once again, and so we're going to see. Mommy Comfort Comfort might be ready soon. We are sorry, we should have we're supposed to inform her. Okay, Mommy Comfort Comfort is trying to connect with us. Hello? Well, please just stay there. I want to talk a little bit about Ndonga Mountain County before we end the show. So, Mommy Comfort, if you're watching me, you can click here so that we can bring you on screen. You can come on so that we talk about Ndonga Mountain for even 10 minutes and put out the cash app number there. So we are trying to get to Mommy Comfort Comfort, So yeah, those who want to be added to the National Telegraph WhatsApp group, you can get to us on our WhatsApp. I'm going to add you. So that one is hello? Okay, we can get Mommy Comfort now. We're going to program Donga Mantong in the next live show. So I want to thank everybody who's been watching. I want to say God bless you immensely for all you do. And I will leave you at this juncture. God bless you. Don't forget, we are waiting on the agenda of the Ambazonian People's National Convention. Once that is done, we are going to go ahead to, So, Mommy Comfort, we are sorry we could not bring you, but Ndonga Mantu is already been activated. And do not forget the person for Mezam. Is it Mezam? Yes, Mezam. I have you. I remember last time I announced that I have your $200. Why? The power who sent us a money order of $300 that I announced last time. I already told Reverend Christentia. Let me see. I had an instruction here. Anyway, Pa gave $300 and gave instructions on how the money will be distributed. 75 for Siseko, 75 for refugees, which is already part of the DMV money that we're sending. And then 150 for the BLM, which I've informed Reverend Christentia, and she's going to receive from us $650 that we're going to do that transfer immediately. So the pay of the BLM, I'm just informing you that I'm sending your money to Reverend Christentia Asong, because I understand that she's the one who is receiving for you. Before we go, we want to say once more, those some asking for the WhatsApp number is +237 678 688383 +237 678 8383. So we have anything you want to read about us is on our website. I think we try to make it professional so that you know, anything that some international organizations always ask for references, they are out there. So we thank you all once more. Thank you very much. +237 678 688383. I see somebody trying to talk about Ngokutunja. I think Ngokutunja we have already activated. We are going to take some time in this coming week to bring at least 5 counties to talk about their counties in 15 or 4 in a 15-minute segment, so that we'll have 1 hour talking about counties. So do not forget, I want to thank you immensely. Some people don't get the number right. It's +237 678 688383. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Our other mommy who came from California and gave $500. Of course, you distributed 200 to Mezam, and the other distribution all has been put in place to ensure that everybody received their money. We are doing exactly as you have instructed. Ngokutunja, get to me. I have your $50 from Mami in California. Mezam, don't forget, I have your own $50, and then for the refugees, and then of course Manu County. So all of that disbursement is going to be done today, immediately after this live show. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, once more. God bless you, and have a wonderful Sunday. For those of you in the United States of America, especially President Asam, God bless you, and enjoy a very wonderful Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's a wonderful day tomorrow, and we're grateful that all of you have been following. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Bye.